999 and 1,000. Peace. I guess you know what we're gonna talk about today, huh? Push-ups, right? Yep, push-ups. You can either do them or you can't. For some people, they're very difficult, and for others, it's easy as pie. So let's learn how to do some push-ups and how to do some exercises to help you do push-ups. For some people, push-ups are tough, and that most people can agree on that. So let's go over two things. The first one is a lot of people assume that if you're small, you should be able to do push-ups, and that if you're big or overweight or whatever, you're not going to be able to do push-ups. That's a myth. You go to any boot camp around the country, you're going to find people that just cannot do push-ups, whether they're 110 pounds or 190 pounds. And then I've seen people who are 280 pounds and they can do push-ups no problem, and people who should be able to do them and they can't do 10. So I've seen it happen in boot camp, in the military. I've seen it happen when I trained capoeira around the country. So that's a myth. It's all about, you know, what you're used to. If you're used to doing push-ups, then you can do it. If you're not, you're not. Just like running. Some people can run, some people can't run. It doesn't matter about their size. It just depends on whether they did it or not. Second thing is, don't let anybody shame you about it. I've seen it happen all the time. Somebody can't do 10 push-ups and people call them all kinds of names. Don't let anybody shame you. You know, everybody can't do push-ups. Everybody wasn't a boxer or does martial arts or does boot camp every day. Everybody doesn't do that. So we live in a sedentary society where we spend most of our time sitting down, and we take less than 2,000 steps per day. So a lot of us are not going to be able to do it. So don't let anybody shame you. What we're going to do now is we're going to do some exercises that are similar to push-ups, and some that are push-ups that are going to help you out. So you can develop the strength to be able to do push-ups, and you know, at the pace that you need to do it. You don't have to do 100 push-ups. You don't have to do 200 push-ups. You don't have to do 1,000 push-ups. You hear about guys doing 1,000 push-ups a day. You don't have to be that way. Just do enough to stay in shape. You could also, if you wanted to get 100 push-ups, you can do 10 sets of 10. But for those of you that making it to 10 is kind of difficult, what you can do is you can maybe do 5 and then just slow everything down. So what you can do is you can come up to the plank position and hold. Notice that my elbows are slightly bent. And then count down right here and hold it. Right? And then come back up. Boom. Just like that. So you can do that maybe 5 times if you want. It'll get you to that point where you can do 10. But the whole point is make slow reps and take your time with it. And you'll slowly work your way up to 10. And if you can, bust out 10, do 10 sets, that's your 100. Another thing you can do that will give you kind of like close to the same resistance as doing the push-up is finding a nice wall. And go ahead and face it, and then drop down and leaning against it, just like that. And then just do like a push-up. Just push back, and then come down. If you do this, you might want to go as slow as possible to get as much resistance as you want, as you need. Again, it's not going to replace push-ups, but it's a start. Another way of doing push-ups is using an elevated platform, but instead of putting your feet up there, you can actually put your hands up. Doesn't give you the same amount of resistance as if you're doing a regular push-up, but it feels that way, and that's the whole point of it. It's a little bit easier, and again, you can do 10 sets of 10 reps to give you 100. I highly recommend that you use these sort of push-ups to, you know, go slow, going down and up to give you more resistance. But remember, we're making ramps and not hills. And you go down slowly, come back up, go down slowly, come back up. You might want to use someone to help check safety reasons, you know, make sure that you don't fall on your face. Some people might be difficult, but you know, give it a try. You never know. This last set of exercise is actually pretty fun. You can do it with the kids, and And pretty much what you're going to be doing is you're going to be walking on your hands and your feet. And pretty simple. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. And keep your palms flat. And then just walk around. Now, it's not going to give you the same resistance that you do with a push-up, and it's not going to work on your pecs as much, but it's going to work on your shoulders and your arms, and it's actually going to strengthen your arms to carry your weight, especially when you're walking around like that. But it's a fun way of doing it. Try to go as, as slow as you can and as long as you can. You get more resistance that way, and you actually feel it. And what I like about it is that it's kind of like push-ups. You can do it almost anywhere. Well, once again, I hope that video helped you out if you want to learn how to do push-ups. If you have any more questions and suggestions, again, leave it down below in the comments. Again, my name is Dan Cherazomi of Keeping Health Simple. I'm also the author of Is That Breakdance Fighting? My Take on Capoeira, and a contributor to Hood Health Handbook, Volume Number 2. Again, work out, have fun, and keep it simple.